Now.
Thanks for joining us on Action News 5 to 10. I'm Joy Redmond. Questions loom tonight after President Trump signed an executive order today to dissolve the U.S. Department of Education. There are split reactions to this move by the country's top leader as children are stuck in the middle of the back and forth. Action News 5's Amani Williams live in studio. Amani, will this impact Tennessee students?
Well, Joy, we have a long way to go before we even start to see impacts of this executive order. But remember, this is a United States department, so it takes more than a stroke of a pen to dismantle it. Memphians worry.
Right now, they just need to leave it alone.
After hearing about the newest executive order President Donald Trump signed Thursday, this one is starting the process of dismantling the U.S. Department of Education. Brian Stevens, founder of CASA K-12, says it takes more than an executive order to get rid of the Department of Education.
Because it's a department, the president cannot dissolve it.
Stevens says it needs to pass on both the U.S. House and Senate side before going into effect. But he says there is another area that people should watch.
We're watching the slippery slope. And I think what people should be concerned about is if the Department of Education, by a rare chance, actually dissolves, watch those laws.
Laws like Title I and Title IX are what Stevens is referring to. Title I, the Individuals with Disabilities Act, and Head Start are some of the federally funded programs within Memphis Shelby County schools. In the $1.8 billion MSCS budget, just over $342 million comes from the federal government. The rest from the city of Memphis, Shelby County, and the state of Tennessee. Some state lawmakers say education needs to be in the state's hands fully. Governor Bill Lee saying, quote, "It opens doors to state-driven innovation, unleashing the creative potential of all 50 states, and it gives parents, not Washington, more control over the education of their children." End quote. State Senator Ramesh Akbari says federal oversight is needed to make sure every student receives a fair education.
To completely take away any sort of federal involvement and just give a block grant to states and say, okay, educate your kids, it's irresponsible, and it certainly, in my opinion, is a violation of, equal protection.
Now, President Trump mentioned in his executive order Pell Grants, Title I funding, and other federal programs would be preserved. Stevens says that is still something to watch. Live in studio, Imani Williams, Action News 5.